Welcome to Fran's Friends. As promised, I did work on my horse this month, and I've actually finished her. I've named her Ruth the horse, in memory of my dad, who had a horse called Ruth when he was in the army. So she was quite a delight to do. Lots of work, lots of detail in her. She has she's made of sort of a soft wool that I did a lot of needle felting on. I've needle felted the eyes, the eyelids. I've also done the inserts in the green for the eye with glass insert eyes. Her nose is also needle felted with a nice little smile underneath and a colorful floss. Her outfit is an old blouse that I had that I utilized the neck of because I did like the shaping of the neck. I also put little hearts around the bottom of the bodice of her jumper, and she's got little purse to match. The little purse is made with 2 hearts with an insert to the side, and then what I've done is I've incorporated the hearts sewed on, and then also the blanket stitching on the top. And then on the outer edge of the heart, I've incorporated the beads into the stitching for the blanket stitch. And I will do a tutorial on how to do beading with blanket stitching. And it's actually quite a lot of fun, and it does give it a nice effect. On her tail, I've done the same thing with a beaded heart and her little bow, pulling the tail and keeping the tail all together. Now, with the tail and the mane, I did use my I-quarter knitting machine to make the strands. I incorporated wool into the sides of each strand, so that was extremely time consuming, but I do like the effect. It gives the horse some texture and some color, and maybe really brings it together. I've made her little shoes, so you can see the little shoes on her feet, and I've also incorporated the beading on the shoes. Now, the shoes and her on some of the hearts, and also with the her blouse, her little they're all made from t-shirt fabric. I utilized an upholstery fabric to make her jumper, and pulling it and tying it all together. The ears are jointed in. She has a joint in her neck, joints in her arms, so her arms are movable, and also joints for her legs. And I did use wooden joints. I didn't use my plastic top cap joints for this particular one. And again, around the ears, just need blanket stitched in a color to bring it all together. So she was definitely a labor of love. I've also incorporated an old piece of jewelry that I had for her necklace. And again, around her little hands, the top of her blouse is all with 2 levels of the fabric from the blouse, my blouse, onto the bottom, and then I just added the little hearts. So on her legs, I put the cuffs in the white, and I also incorporated yo-yos. You can see the yo-yos on the side for the just to hold the cuff to the edge of her jumper. So there she is. That is Ruth. I even took part of the lining from the top of the blouse collar, and I just took it off and put it into a bow. So I've incorporated and used most of the bits and pieces from that blouse. So I'm very happy with her, and I am really quite fond of the colors that I did her in. There were some changes that I did. I didn't modify this particular pattern, but I did change some of the details in putting on an extra piece to make the blouse top and the jumper match. So yeah, it was great fun. So I'll be on to the next project fairly soon. I think I'm going to venture into maybe doing a frog. But the hair, or the mane, you know, is all that fluffy wools. And one of the things I had mentioned in my resources a month or two ago was making latkins. And they're fancy little sort of ends of piece of fabric or ribbon with a little decrement on the bottom, and they're called latkins. So I tried that out. It took me a little while to figure out how to do it, but it did actually turn out not too bad. And then again, I used the t-shirt fabric to tie that together. So there you go. This is Ruth the horse. So yeah, I enjoyed. I hope you enjoy her, and thanks for watching.